Good evening, welcome to the Cardiff City Stadium, welcome to In the City Live. It's derby night here in the Welsh capital. It's our first meeting with Bristol City for quite some time, and as you can expect, there's an excitement and a palpable sense of tension, not just amongst the stadium, but also amongst the dressing room, which is something we addressed with Russell Slade in the pre-match interview a couple of minutes ago. It's his first seven-side derby. It's the first seven-side derby for quite a number of these Cardiff City players as well, and as a result, it's a pretty exciting evening upcoming here. It's going to be a very truncated In the City Live this evening, I'm very sorry. Mark Denham's not available to sit with me, hence the empty stool. That's going to remain empty. However, what we do have, slightly later than usual, is the Cardiff City lineup, and I'm pleased to tell you it's an unchanged team from the team that triumphed here 5 days or so ago at home against Middlesbrough. Of course, a really good victory on the night. A really good clean sheet as well. Back-to-back clean sheets for Cardiff City. Now a Cardiff City team that are unbeaten in 4 Championship League games and looking to make it 5 against the nearest rivals we have at the moment in the Sky Bet Championship. So the Cardiff City team that will take to the field this evening to face the Robins is as follows, and it's David Marshall, club captain, in goals. A centre-half partnership of Matthew Conley and Sean Morrison, very much entrenched now as the centre-half partnership, of course, with the long-standing injuries sustained by Ben Turner and Bruno Magno. We're hoping to get both of those back before Christmas. However, Sean Morrison and Matthew Conley very much the two to be displaced. Fullbacks, Fabio De Silva keeps his position at left back. Lee Peltier, man of the match performance last time out against Middlesbrough, he keeps his place at right back. And it means the same midfield four as well, of course. We saw Peter Whittingham playing a wide left role, something we haven't seen for many a year, and he played it magnificently. So against Middlesbrough, he keeps that inside left role this evening. Kagisha Dekashwi and Aaron Gunnison then set in the real solid base in the middle of the park. Craig Noon, again live wire last Tuesday night against Middlesbrough, really pleasing to see. He keeps his position on the wide right of midfield, and a strike duo of Alex Ravel and Joe Mason. A bench then for Cardiff City. Just the one change to the bench, the only change to the matchday squad, and that is the return of Joe Rolls. He was very close apparently to coming back into the team, but he can be called upon from the bench, so he returns. So the bench is as follows. It's Simon Moore, the goalkeeping option, Scott Mallow and Gabriel Tamash as the two defensive options, Joe Rolls and Stewart O'Keefe. O'Keefe with a magnificent 10-minute cameo at the end of that game against Middlesbrough, really helped Cardiff dig in and hold on to that win. And then the attacking options of Anthony Pilkington for the wide midfield berth and Sammy Amiobi with his versatility and pace off the bench. So to discuss a little more about that team selection, let's take you over to a little pre-recorded interview I did with Russell Slade about 10 minutes ago. Cool. So yourself and a number of the players in the dressing room, the first taste of a seven-side derby this evening. I imagine there's some pretty excitable characters in there.
Yeah, no, it's a good game for us, isn't it? Because I think even Bristol have a lot of travelling, don't we? The pair of us, and play what is our neighbours in effect. You know, probably 50-minute drive away is good. So it puts a bit on it as well. You know, particularly for our fans who be desperate for win. But so were we, the players and the staff were all well prepared and looking forward to it.
And off the back of a very good result, of course, last week, and another clean sheet, looking for a third clean sheet in a row for the first time in nearly 4 years.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate to get the winner late on, as you know, but we'll take that, because we've been a bit unfortunate in 1 or 2 games where we've not had a few decisions go our way. But no, I think it's important to keep our momentum going now. We're unbeaten in 4. Can we make it 5 tonight? That's the test. And the luxury of an unchanged team this evening, something that was the foundation for the early season form, but we haven't had the luxury of in recent weeks. Yeah, it is. We've copped a couple of injuries, but I think I've still only picked from a group of about 18 or 19, and I think if you look closely at the other teams that are up there, they're probably similar as well. The Brightons, the Birminghams and the Burnleys of this world have all probably, in these opening 12 or 13 games, have been choosing from 18 or 19 players, so it's nice to have that little bit of continuity. Players know their jobs, they know each other's jobs really well.
And nice that 2 people who got their opportunity last week, in Aaron Gunnison and Alex Ravel, can now go and build on that again this evening in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. They got their opportunity, so we freshened things up against Middlesbrough, and they have the opportunity to build on their last performance.
A quick one on the shape then, playing against a team expected to play 3-5-2 tonight. We've only done it once this season against Hull. How difficult is it changing up playing against a different formation when you're used to playing against 4-4-2s or 4-2-3-1s?
Well, let's hope it's not as difficult as it was to break Hull down, because I mean they defended excellently on the night. as much possession as we had and threats that we had on the evening, we couldn't get that vital goal. But you know, we'll hope that it is a different shape. It does bring different problems and challenges that you've got to deal with. But you know, we've talked about that. We thought we got it right against Hull structurally and our shape and how we were going to deal with it. And let's hope we can get it right tonight.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Manager Russell Slater we spoke to about 10 minutes ago, just in good spirits actually before this what could be a rather nervous encounter with Bristol City, of course, near neighbours. He did say several times in the interview, and of course with the interview with the BBC afterwards, it's extremely nice to get a Tuesday night game against an opposition that aren't 2.5 hours away. The Football League tend to throw up some awkward fixtures for Cardiff in midweek, primarily visits to Lancashire in recent seasons, but no, just a short hop for Bristol across the bridge this evening, and this is the team they bring with them. So Frank Fielding keeps his place in goals. It's a 3-5-2 formation for the Robins, so a central midfield three of Nathan Baker, Aidan Flint and Luke Ayling from left to right. Derek Williams has made that switch across recently to play left wing back from the left centre back berth. Elliot Bennett, recently arrived on loan from Norwich, will play the wide right wing back role. A central midfield two sat deep of Corey Smith and Marlon Pack, and that means Luke Freeman, former Arsenal and Stevenage man, will give a little bit of freedom to play ahead of them. He's probably the danger man this evening. Then two strikers in form, Aaron Wilbraham and Jonathan Kodja. 6 goals already since arriving in the summer for Frenchman Kodja. Wilbraham struck 2 in a 2-0 win last Friday night, in a 2-0 win again at home against Notts Forest, which really has turned the fortunes of Bristol City, struggling a little in the early goings this season. They've had an influx of loanee signings, and now an injection of a bit of confidence. Nearly took Brighton's 100% record off them last midweek. Bobby Zamora is the first of his 2 winners in quick succession there for Brighton, saving the day and their 100% record. Quickly, let's have a look at the Bristol City bench for this evening. There are options there as well. Ben Hamer on loan from Leicester, really experienced goalkeeper. He really shone for Charlton a couple of years ago at this level. Defensive option Liam Moore, England under-21 international, and young Joe Bryan, the alternative at left wing back. Mark Little is the right wing back option. We've seen him over the years playing for Peterborough against Cardiff. Bobby Reid is the midfield option. Brings a lot of energy and skill in there. And then Kieran Agard, and recently arrived Simon Cox, a player who has goals in the past against Cardiff City and can get goals off the bench. We know exactly what he's all about. So those are the 2 teams for this evening. We did say very truncated in the City Live, unfortunately, this evening. I've got to rush down now, pack all the stuff up, unpack it again downstairs, and you can join me, if you're not watching on TV, you can join me and Sam Roberts for live commentary in, well, as quickly as I can get down there, quite frankly. 7:45 kick-off this evening for the Sevenside derby. It's going to be an exciting evening. Let's hope Cardiff City can emerge with a fifth game undefeated, and hopefully another clean sheet.
as always, Cardiff City would like to give a big welcome to all of the match mascots this evening. Leading out this team at Bristol City is Jack, and Cardiff City mascots this evening are 5-year-old Jake, 6-year-old Luca, 7-year-old Amani, and last but not least 10-year-old Danielle. Cardiff City give them all a warm welcome this evening. Please give them a cheer as they make their way around the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time to kick off. Before we welcome the Bluebirds, please join in the rendition of Cardiff anthem Hey Jude with singer Chloe Cook.